URK19CS1042, and this is exercise 6 of Java object oriented programming. Since my webcam is not working, it's showing black, so we will move on to the first question. Our first question is to develop a Java application. In that we have to create an abstract class called contact, and we have to add abstract methods such as add contact, edit contact, and view contact. Here we have to create two subclasses, Facebook and WhatsApp. And we have to create a main class, and we have to use runtime polymorphism in that. Now we move on to the code. So this is our contact class, which is abstract called contacts. Here since we can achieve 0 to 100%, we can also keep variables in that. And this is the constructor which we call whatever we pass here gets initialized to this .name variable. And here we have three abstract functions methods as the question gives us. So this is the setter and getter function. Now we will move on to the Facebook class. We extend from contacts to, that is inheritance, that's why we call here super constructor. This is the constructor. So here we have, first we will override add contact method. Here we will ask the name, phone number, and email ID. And next is view contact. This will view the name, phone number, and email ID. And this is edit contact. First we will ask the user what he wants to edit. Here he wants to edit name, phone number, or email. If he wants to edit name, then we will take name from the user and we will set name using setter function. Similarly for phone number, similarly for email ID. And now we will move on to the whatsapp.java, and here it's identical to Facebook. Here the only difference is here we call constructor for WhatsApp. Similarly, all the same, we ask user to add contact name, phone number, and email ID. View contact, we will view it, and this is identical to Facebook, same. And this is our main class. Here we do everything. First, here we create a contact array of objects. So first we initialize first two as example for our contact list. Here we call Facebook constructor, and we pass r as name, 9 as phone number, and r@gmail.com for Facebook. And for WhatsApp we pass a as name, 8 as phone number, and this as Gmail. So here we will use do while loop. For that we will use continuous equal to 1. If user doesn't want to continue, continuous will get initialized to 0. So and now we will start with our do while loop. So here we will ask what he wants, the user, whether he wants to add contact in Facebook or WhatsApp. So if he wants to add in WhatsApp, he will enter 1. So according to 1, this will get executed. So here we will ask whether he wants to add contact, view contact, or edit contact. So here we will ask the choice. So and we will use menu driven, we will use switch case. So in case 1 is add contact. So we will ask user to enter his name, new name, and new email ID, and we will call the constructor. We will call the constructor and put in the object array of objects. So here m of a will get initialized to WhatsApp since the user wants to add in WhatsApp. Here a we have initialized to 2 since 0 and 1 are taken by the other two objects. So from 2 it will start, and a will get to 3 a plus plus, that is it will create space for next. So in case 2 we will directly call till a we will iterate to view all the contacts, and we will view all the contacts by calling the view contact function. In case 3 we will ask the user to enter the name of the contact folder he wants to edit. So and we will search name, and we will ask the search name variable. So here we will search the name by using this function .get name. We will call getter function to get name separately, and we will equate it with our new entered variable, that is search name. If it equals, we will call edit contact function and this is our edit contact function, which will edit, and with the help of setter function it will initialize the new name. Similarly for Facebook we will do. Here we will create object for Facebook, and everything is same for edit contact. Here also we will call the getter function and we will equate it with search name. If it's equal, we will call the edit contact method. So here we will use flag equal to false. If we get, we will initialize flag to true. If not, we will tell contact isn't available. So now we will run this function. This our main class. Okay. So we can see here it's asking. So we will ask for WhatsApp. Now we will enter add context. So since we have entered WhatsApp, it will add contact in WhatsApp, and then rich as name, 456 as phone number, email ID as gmail.com. So again we will do for WhatsApp, and here we will edit. So for edits we can see it's which folder we want to edit. So we can tell we want to edit for reach, and we will tell we want to edit the name. So we will give new name as Richard, and now we will view all the contacts available. So here we can see the first contact was R, the second was there, and here since we edited it from Rich to Richard, and its phone number and email ID. So similarly for Facebook we will add contact, and now we will review all the contacts available. So we can see that here for Facebook it got added as T8, and so now we will exit our program. So this was the end of the question first of experiment 6. Now we will move on to our second question, that is develop an application in Java for automating banking operation using interfaces. Create an interface for transaction, and this will have method as withdraw, view balance, and also we can create account. And also two subclasses we have to create SBI Bank and Axis Bank. So directly we will move to our code. This is interface transaction. We can achieve 100% abstraction in interfaces. So we will define this as interface. We will have method, no need to give keyword in interface since it knows beforehand. So it will have all the functions. Now this is our bank class. Here we will have account name, account number, and balance. So this is our constructor. It will initialize to its name. So this all our setter and getter function, and this is bank. So we will extend from bank class and we will implement our interface. This is the syntax. So this is our minimum balance 500. This is the constructor we call, and for deposit function we will just add to the initial balance the amount we are depositing. And for withdraw we will, if balance minus amount is greater than equal to 500, that is minimum balance. We will then do balance equal to balance minus amount, and we will give the output as a withdrawn amount, that is the amount here the user wants to withdraw. So this is, or else we will tell can't withdraw, and in view balance we will directly view the balance of the user. Similarly, if everything is identical for Axis Bank, but in Axis Bank minimum balance is 1000, and we can see that everything is identical. We move on to the main class. So in main class we will create an array of bank account which will hold objects for SBI Bank and Axis Bank together. So we will print welcome to online banking SBI. We will ask the user which bank he wants to select. If he wants to select Axis Bank, he will enter 2, and we will ask him the name, account number, and we will call the Axis Bank. We will make an object. We will directly call the constructor, parameterized constructor. We will pass the name, account number which we are asking. So here in this do while loop we will ask the functionalities which the user wants. So whether he wants to deposit, to withdraw, to view balance, or to add account. So to deposit, first we will ask the username the account holder name. So if the account holder names is equal to in array of objects, then we will ask the amount, and we will call the deposit method. And in case 2 also we will ask the account holder name, and for withdraw we will call withdraw method. And in case 3 we will ask the account holder name, and we will, if it equals, we will give its balance. If not, our boolean flag which we initialize, because of that it will tell no account as such. So same operation will get performed for the Axis Bank and also for SBI Bank. So we will run this. So here we will tell Axis Bank, it will tell us to add our account name, number, and initial amount as we will put as 45,000. Now we will withdraw from this. Okay, so we will withdraw. So we will do the account holder name as which we entered. We will go amount to withdraw as 1000. So okay, so we have withdrawn 1000. 45,000 minus 1000, that is 44,000. We will continue. Now we will add another account. So we will account in Axis Bank. So we will give a name as and account number as 608, and initial amount as 50,000. So now we will give continue. So we will now view balance. We will view balance of our Axis Bank one. So we will enter our name, and we can see that 50,000 the one we entered here. So all the functionalities are